Hello and welcome to the video. I'm Jimmy the Mower and today we're going to be looking at the Ferrex 3.6 volt mini cutter available from Aldi. Okay then, so I picked this up the other day, $12.99, and the reasoning behind it is we've never got a pair of scissors in the workshop. I did bring some down to try with a grinding wheel, but I ruined them. So I've always got my trusty knife, but I thought this mini cutter might come in handy. I don't know. I look at the box and we can see they're cutting a bit of plastic and a bit of cardboard, and I thought, well, we'll buy one for 13 quid. We'll give it a go and see how it works. So without further ado, I'll open it up. Just use my trusty knife on the back and put that away. Now you'd think you'd open it at the ends, wouldn't you? But it's not. That's where the sticker is, in the middle. So let's take it out and see what we've got in the box. So pretty simple then. There's your actual Ferrex mini cutter. That's it there. Little wheel in the middle. A charger. Doesn't sound great. There's something rattling in there already, but there's the charger for it. And there's the instruction book. I'll have a quick flick through these and I'll come back and see if we can get it working. So I've flicked through the manual then, and I can tell you that there's 15 pages of just warnings and safety advice for use of this tool, which seems a bit extreme. It's only a, what is it, a 13 volt thing, I think. Yeah, oh no, 3.6 volt even. So I don't think you can do too much damage with it. When we bought it, I was hoping that we might be able to use it in the workshop for trimming up, I don't know, bits of sheet metal like this. It says things up to 6 mm in diameter. It's come quite evident, really, looking at the pictures on the box and looking at the blade now I've got it out, that we're probably going to be able to cut some cardboard and some fabric, which it's not really for us, but it might be of use to somebody out there. If you've got to sit there opening cardboard boxes or cutting up cardboard boxes all day long, then this could be a handy tool for you. I'm going to give it a run through and see what we've got. There's only a couple of things really. We've got a warranty card on there. It's always a 3-year warranty with all this Ferrex stuff, so make sure you keep your receipt with that. And then the only thing I can really tell you about is the charging. We've got it on charge at the moment. Now it's been on charge for, I don't know, about 30 minutes or whatever, and the charging LED is still on red. Apparently when it's fully charged, that turns over to green. But if we unplug that, you can see that the light goes out. Now if I plug it back in, we'll look round at the operating side of it. You've got a little switch here, and that changes the wheel setting backwards and forwards. So if we push it in with our thumb from this side and hold the trigger, the wheel spins forward and you can cut into things. And if you push it the other side in from there and hold the trigger, it should, in theory, click in. I'm not 100% sure if it will or not, but we can do it like that. But there's a safety feature. You cannot use it when it's plugged in, which is great if you've only got to use it for occasional use, but if you're using it all day, then I presume you're just going to run out of charge and have to have some time off while you charge it. I don't know. But let's unplug it. I'll put that lead down on the floor and we'll cut some cardboard with it. Now, I'll just show you the blade moving. It doesn't move fast at all. It's quite slow. So we'll hold that in and press it, and that's the blade moving round, turning. Now we'll push it in from the other side and we'll push the handle, and it won't lock. I don't know why that won't lock, or whether it's just a lock to save you switching it on accidentally. You have to push it in from one side or the other to enable you to use it. Maybe if you're left-handed or right-handed, it's slightly different, but that's it. So you just got to press that trigger in one way or the other, hold this one underneath, and it will cut. Now, there's a little shoe at the front, so when you're coming to cut along, you cut like this and it will lift up whatever you're cutting. It should hold it in there. So cut from down there. I'll cut it towards the camera now and we'll see what it looks like. I'm not holding out much hope. It doesn't look the greatest, but we'll see. Oh well, that wasn't too bad. Fairly clean edge on there, look. You know, it's cut the cardboard, it's cut it straight, and it's a fairly clean edge. I purposely went against the grain of the cardboard so we could get a sort of give it a bit of a workout. I'll go with the grain now, see if that makes any difference. Not really, does it? It's just, it is what it is. Oh yeah, it's a bit quicker going with the grain, a bit quicker. I'll try it again against the grain. Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's a good clean cut. I'm not 100% sure what you use it for, definitely not in our application, like for work and work in the workshop. Maybe if you're cutting out cardboard templates, but then again, we'd probably be better off with just a knife and just pick the knife up, hold that down, cut it across and we're straight the way through. No charging time, no messing about with cables and stuff and handheld batteries, it's just there. When we run out, we can flip that blade over and go again. With this, I presume we'll have to buy another blade from somewhere and try and retrofit it. But anyway, it's not dismiss it out of hand yet. Let's have a look at some fabric. I've got some rags out of our rag bag and we'll just see how it cuts through that. Now, I don't know if you were cutting some proper fabric. My wife does a bit of sewing and stuff, so I'll show it to her, but I don't think she'd be interested in it. They use like these little wheels and they go round and it's a really sharp finish. I can only think with this, as I'm going through there, it will tend to gather up and I don't think I'll get a very good cut on it, but we'll give it a go, eh? That's not going to work. I'll turn it round. I'm trying to hold this tight while I cut because I don't want it to gather up. Right, there you go. It cut it then. It cut it. It's not the greatest. Look, we've got a bit of a rough edge on there if I can hold it up. Whichever way it'll go. Or can we see this side? There you go. Yeah, we've got a bit of a rough edge on there. I hope you can see that. So I wouldn't say it's really great for cutting fabric either. We've got a piece of sheet metal. This is what I was hoping it was going to cut. It says cuts up to 6 mil, and I thought what we'll do, we'll get it on here and we'll just chomp through, and it'd be great then, and a nice handy little tool for just cutting off the corners and going around doing some bits and pieces. I don't think it'll work. I'll try it on something a bit different. Maybe on the instruction book itself, we've got different sort of leaves in there, haven't we? So it's not quite as thick as the cardboard, but we'll see if we can get a good finish and we'll just try and cut a small edge on there and see how that works. Yeah, it's all right, but as soon as you're sort of reaching this point here, it's giving you some problems. It's starting to sort of gather up really. You know, it's not like going through. You'd expect if you're going to be cutting cardboard or something, when you put it down and you cut a great big strip, but it seems to be having a bit of difficulty sliding through. So we'll try and cut it down this way anyway and see what happens. Hopefully we get some nice little rectangles to show you. No, it's not very good. It's not very good. Look at that. They've cut them out, but it's not great. And I was trying to think of applications for this. You know, maybe sort of you haven't got great grip in your hand and you need something to help you cut with there. You can get like some super soft scissors, can't you, or bigger grip scissors, and maybe this would be something different you could hold. But it's quite fiddly to hold. You've got to hold that in and hold it down, and there's no sort of natural grip for it. You're holding that in with your thumb, and it gives a strange sort of grip to it. You want to be gripping it like this, and to grip it like that, you know, that's hard to do. So it's not great. Right, this is probably going to ruin the blade, but I'm going to have a go at the metal anyway. I have zero expectations of it doing anything to this, but we'll give it a blast. Nothing. Nothing at all. hardly a nick in the end, hardly a nick in the end. I could probably pull a bigger bit than that out just using my thumbnail. So there you go. It's not for metal, so it's not really for what I'd use it for. Fabric, I don't think it's done a great job on there. It's not done a great job on the multiple sheets of paper in there either. And it did a reasonable job on the cardboard, you know. We've got some bits and pieces there, but I think for £13, you'd probably be better off buying a pair of scissors or a Stanley knife. Well, there you go. Hey, you can't win them all. So that's a resounding no from me then, I'm afraid. That doesn't do anything that we'd really want it to do. However, if you do want this, just drop something nice in the comment section below, asking for it. I'll send it out to you with the box, the charger, and what's left of the instruction book as well. I'll try and get all the pieces together, and you can have it if you just pay the postage. Thanks for watching. We've got loads of videos to watch, so if you subscribe, you'll be able to see them all. Give me the thumbs up as well if you can. I'm Jimmy the Mower. I'll catch you on the next one.